Okay, so I may be a little late to the conversation, but here we are talking about the low vibrational plate. For those of you who don't know what's going on here, the lady in the bikini, her name is Coach Stormy, and she is a sort of fitness guru. She has a lot of people who follow her or social media. She's an inspirational figure for a lot of people. I was not familiar with her until very recently, but here we are. She made the rounds on the internet. She kind of went viral for this video where she is talking to a friend of hers. They are at some kind of an event. And at this event, they're eating their food. And the friend, as you can see, the friend on the left, she piled her plate like most of us do when we go to these functions and there's a buffet and there's lots of delicious food. And Coach Stormy is looking at her plate and kind of admonishing her for piling her plate the way she did. And the actual quote of what she said was, "I would never eat a plate that looks like this. You couldn't pay me $1 billion to do that to myself because I deserve better than that. It's low vibration." And this went viral because of the dramatic nature of what she said. People are saying, "What are you talking about, low vibration? There's no such thing as a low vibration plate." Isn't there though? Isn't there such a thing as a low vibrational plate? Let's talk about it. Let's discuss. So as you can see, we can call this the tale of two plates. And it's very clear what's going on. There's one person who has a very disciplined way of eating. You know, she's a coach, she's a fitness trainer, and you have her friend who's sitting there. But Stormy really goes in on her friend. She's really laying it on really thick. The fact that she shouldn't be eating like that she shouldn't be doing this. And the video really went viral because of the way Stormy kind of went in really hard on her friend. And I have to say, to her friend's credit, she took it really well. She took it really, really well. She was willing to be coached, to be told off like that. Stormy was kind of rude. She said, "That's a hood rat plate, and look at my plate. This looks like a queen's plate." Let me tell you something. The art of being able to not take things too personally is one of the most valuable, useful traits that a person should develop. You should really hone in on that. The art of not taking things personally. It will take you further than anything in life. I'm learning how to do that. I am really trying to cultivate that quality because it is so valuable, and I advise everybody to do that. But let's go back to Stormy's words, because I think that there is deep value in what she said. The words were, "I would never eat a plate that looks like this. You could not pay me $1 billion to do that to myself because I deserve better than that. It's low vibration. A queen's plate doesn't look like that." And I watched the clip several times. I watched it over and over again. And the more I watched it and the more I listened to Stormy's words and I looked at the plates, you know, I have to agree with that. I have to agree with what she was saying. And it is clear when you look at both plates that Stormy's plate is way more elegant than her friend's plate. Never mind Stormy's manner of eating, you know, licking her fingers and the way she's sitting. Forget all of that. If we focus on the plates, we can see that there is a difference. A queen would never pile her plate like that. Somebody from royalty, if you're going to an event where you pay $1,000 a plate, even though everything on the buffet may look so delicious, you would still want to present a certain aesthetic on your plate to show that, yes, I am elegant. I don't have to eat too much to be satisfied. I am a classy lady, right? If we look at it from the pure aesthetic aspect, yes, Stormy is telling the truth. But let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. And I mean really deep. Let's go beyond the implications, the social implications of eating like a queen versus eating like a hood rat, the way Stormy put it. If we break it down to deep into what is this food going to be doing to my insides, to the inside of my body? When I eat this, what's going to be happening to my arteries, to my heart, to my lungs, to my liver, my stomach? How is my body going to take it? One of the best things that happened to me when I started using my Invisalign and I started on this journey of straightening my teeth is that it forced me to change my eating habits. I had already started doing intermittent fasting before I started with Invisalign. And if you don't know what intermittent fasting is, to make it as plain as possible, it's just skipping breakfast. I eat 2 meals a day. I eat lunch and dinner. And when you wear Invisalign, every time you're gonna eat something or drink something other than water, you have to take the Invisalign out of your mouth. You have to, when you finish eating, you have to brush your teeth, brush the Invisalign, rinse them, dry them, and then put them back in your mouth. And then the elastics, I wear elastics. I have decided to take them out when I'm doing my filming because I find that the elastic in the mouth is kind of distracting. So that's why you don't see the elastics. But it's a lot to do. So if I were to snack in between meals, I would have to do that whole process all over again. And because I'm kind of lazy, I decided, you know what, while I'm doing Invisalign, I'm just sticking to my 2 meals a day and no snacking in between, only drinking water in between meals. And one of the best things that have come out of that is that I have learned to really identify the cues in my body, the hunger cues and the satisfaction cues. Am I really, really hungry? Am I really satisfied? Am I full? Though that has been the best gift that has come out of this, because I have really learned to understand and really read my body correctly and what is going on inside of me. And before I had started on this journey, if I had looked at both plates of food and I had looked at Coach Stormy's little, chicken wings, and maybe there's some shrimp there and there's just one small piece of corn, I would have thought to myself, but that can't fill my stomach. That actually can. It actually can, especially on a day when I'm fasting. I fast once a week. I do 1 day a week that I go 24 hours without eating. It really doesn't take, when you really learn to identify what your body really needs, what it really means to be hungry, what it really means to be satisfied, you understand that it really doesn't take that much to fill your stomach. Your stomach is really not that big. Even if you are used to stuffing yourself, once you change your eating habits and your stomach kind of goes back to its normal size, you will realize, you know what, I'm really good with not a lot of food. And you will also learn to understand that being stuffed is not the same as being satisfied. They are different things. And when I looked at both plates, I could eat either plate. If I eat the friend's plate, I will be stuffed at the end. I'll be stuffed. I would feel kind of sleepy. That refined white bread, those buns, they would spike my insulin, they would spike my sugar in the blood, and it would make me feel kind of tired at the end, and I would just feel stuffed. If I eat the food that's on Stormy's plate, I would be full. I would be satisfied. I would feel like, yeah, that was good. That was delicious. I feel great. I'm not hungry anymore. I feel energized. I'm not distracted. Stay away from my car. Another beautiful day in LA, huh? So when you understand that your stomach is not a bottomless pit that needs to be filled to capacity, you realize, you can really enjoy a nice meal that doesn't end with you being stuffed and feel like you're ready to go to sleep. No, food is supposed to give you energy to go out into the world, to work out, to spend time with the people you love, and have enough energy to stay up and enjoy life. We're so obsessed with the way our bodies look. And even though I have been sticking to pretty much a healthy diet all this time, my body is not exactly what I want it to look. And if we focus on the outside, what the body looks, our weight, our proportions, we're going to miss the point of eating healthy, which is to nourish your body with what it needs. It takes a while for things to fall into place and for your body to do exactly what you want it to do and for it to look exactly how you want it to look. Listen, having the body of your dreams might require a lot of working out, a lot of time in the gym, lifting weights, doing all these things, maybe getting a personal trainer, spending all that time that you just don't have. And so until that day comes, I say focus on what does my body need. If you focus on that, it's actually easier to stick to that plan because your body really doesn't need that much. And it also requires a lot of nutrition. And nutrition is not that hard to get. It doesn't come from the most expensive foods. It actually comes from foods that are not that expensive. One thing I would say about Coach Stormy's plate is, what the greens at, Coach? There weren't any greens. I didn't see any veggies on that plate. And the veggies, the greens, the leafy greens, those should be the star of any meal. Any meal. Well, maybe not breakfast. People don't eat greens for breakfast. Some people do, but most people don't. But when you have a lunch or a dinner, greens should be the most prominent part of your plate. And you can always supplement it with the protein and the little side dishes that can add that flavor profile. But once you have your plate consisting maybe, let's say 60-70% of greens, you just can't go wrong. Forget about diets to have the body that you want. Focus on what your body needs. Your body needs nutrition. Your body needs nourishing. So make sure you have enough protein on your plate. Make sure you have complex carbs, things like sweet potatoes and brown rice. Purple potatoes are also very nice. Carrots, some nice carrots, roasted pumpkin. These are all things that provide you with those carbs that we crave so much. But get the good kind because your body is going to love that. Put color on your plate. Have different color profiles. Deep reds and purples, orange. That's your beta carotene. Those greens bring you those wonderful minerals and vitamin C, and you got citrus, and get some ginger and some turmeric. That's great to lower your inflammation. Get those beans in there. That's plant-based protein. There is a way to eat delicious, amazing food without having to pile your plate, without having to stuff yourself. You want to be satisfied, not stuffed to the gills, okay? You will feel so much better. And so try looking at things from that perspective. And when you start on this new perspective, this new journey of eating healthier and doing what's best for your body, be nice about it. Don't harass people sitting next to you on what they're eating. I know she had to do it because she's her personal trainer, her coach, but you're not. So just eat healthy and just bring it up if people ask. Be nice about it. Don't be calling people hood rats, okay? Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please subscribe to my channel and I will see you in the next video. Bye.